you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is TAKARAONEA, or you can call me Teeks. It is whichever one you guys would prefer. If you are new to my channel, welcome and thank you for clicking on this video. And if you are a current subscriber, hi my little teacups. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about symptoms of pregnancy during the first week, signs that you can look out for, and how I personally knew, okay? Wait, what? Teeks, you pregnant? Yes, your girl is very much pregnant. If you've been living under a rock, you probably would have known that this is very much so happening. I honestly want to apologize to you guys in advance because I have not been making as many pregnancy videos. Most of my videos have been my Teeks week vlogs, like my daily vlogs. If you've been keeping up with those, use a real one. Thanks for tuning in to your girl's vlog. But yeah, I just have been completely forgetting to give you guys regular content because of course that's why you subscribe to my channel in the first place. So you have to excuse me. It still feels very surreal that I'm really pregnant. Like, your girl is pregnant out here in the streets. But yeah, I am super excited to finally like sit down and actually have like a one-on-one chat with you guys and talk to you guys about my pregnancy and give you guys some advice and some tips and some help if you are currently pregnant or thinking you're pregnant or trying to find out if you're pregnant. I got you, girl. I got you. So without further ado, we are just going to go right ahead and jump right into the video. Leg up. All right, so I am currently 30 weeks pregnant, you guys, which is crazy. I am in my third trimester, but today we're gonna go back to before I even knew or even had a clue that I was pregnant. We're gonna go over some of the wild, it's wild. We're gonna go over the wild symptoms that I was having. So during the time of me being pregnant and not even knowing that I was indeed pregnant, so during the time of me having these symptoms, my grandmother had just passed. So honestly, I just thought I was sick due to me grieving. I really didn't think that I was pregnant or have a clue that I was pregnant. So we're just gonna go through my first week symptoms and what led me up to actually going to take a pregnancy test. Let me just tell you guys, I'm like very in tune. I really know my body. So if anything changes in my body, whether that's my hair, my skin, my boobs, my weight, I know my body. So if there's a bunch going on with me, too much going on, I pretty much can detect it right away. So one, I had a very increased thirst. Like, I literally, what's the name of that Kendrick Lamar song? Dying of thirst. Like, that was literally me. I was dying of thirst, okay? I was laying in the bed drinking hella Sprite, thinking I was dehydrated because it was kind of like a like after you drink alcohol. And of course, I had been drinking alcohol because, you know, my grandma had passed away. You know, if you go to a family gathering after, like, you know, someone passes away, you know, everybody's usually like drinking, you know, we're all together, you're with your family and stuff like that. You're celebrating that person's life. So a lot of it I thought was, okay, well, I've been drinking a little bit of alcohol. Let me drink this Sprite because I always drink Sprite over Verner's. Like, I don't really like Verner's ginger ale, so I drink Sprite. So I was drinking a lot of Sprite, which also leads me up to my next symptom. Number 2, nausea. I honestly thought the Sprite would help with me being so nauseous during this time. So I was drinking a bunch of those for my upset stomach, as well as saltine crackers. That's like literally the only thing I wanted was Sprite and saltine crackers, which now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, that was so bad. Like, that was just really bad. Like, there was no reason why I should have been drinking that many cans of Sprite. Which leads me to my next symptom, symptom number 3, the obvious. I was very fatigued, extremely tired, couldn't get out of bed, didn't want to be bothered, On top of the nausea, like I was a mess. But I literally, honestly, you guys, I just thought I was grieving, okay? I thought I was grieving. So number 4 is a little bit TMI, I ain't gonna lie. Oh, your girl's a rapper. Somebody help me start my rap career. Just kidding. But number 3 is a little bit TMI. I randomly one night literally peed on myself in the middle of the night, and I'm thinking it was maybe because I was so tired that I didn't even get up to like realize that I had to use the bathroom. I don't know what that was about, but I know they say when you're pregnant, your bladder is like it gets worse, like it weakens. Like not it weakens, but it's just the baby makes you pee, okay? Like there's even while being pregnant, I've had times where I'll sneeze and I pee and I'm like, what the heck? Like what is going on? Literally, like I don't have control over my bladder anymore. My baby does. So I literally had peed on myself and I'm like, what in the heck? Like it was just like really random. But I did notice that was one of the signs that I had, one of the symptoms that I had was that I peed on myself. I believe that only happened once, but yeah, it was just weird. I'm like, okay, I'm not a baby. I don't pee on myself. I know how to get up and go to the restroom, so why the heck did I pee on myself? It was just nuts. So number 5 would be I was cooking and eating a lot of eggs. My uncle even noticed it. It had got to the point where before I actually moved in with my boyfriend, I was at my grandparents' house because you guys know I had moved back. Well, I didn't move back, but I had came back from California. So once my grandma had passed, that's where I was staying at. I was staying at my grandparents' house. And I was getting up every morning making eggs, like scrambled eggs. I would make like little omelets. I was mixing the eggs with like vegetables and stuff. I started to become like very aware, I guess. I don't know, of my eating habits. I don't know, but I started eating a lot of eggs. Like I was craving them. And like I said, my uncle even noticed it. He was like, you've been making a lot of eggs lately. And I'm like, I know. I don't know what that's about. But now I know what it's about. So number 6, another symptom that I had was I was really dizzy. Like when I would cook, I would get really dizzy. And I couldn't handle the smell of meat. So I feel like this is when my morning sickness started to come in. I probably was this was like literally at the beginning, or maybe a little bit further in the first weeks, probably like week 4 or 5, I would say, maybe 6. But I remember making spaghetti one day for my grandpa and my uncle, and I literally like was dizzy, couldn't stand the smell of the meat. And I was so hot, I was bending over, like my uncle was like, what is wrong with you? And I'm like in the kitchen, like huffing and puffing, like I was like, I need to sit down. Oh my god, the smell of this meat, like it just was taking over. Like the aroma of the meat, the smoke, everything from the spaghetti like was just taking over my body. And I believe that was like probably like the start of like my morning sickness as well too, like where it got worse, where it got very bad. So symptom number 7, this is when I kind of really this is kind of what really led me up to kind of think about getting a pregnancy test, was the time that I missed my period. My period didn't come. I didn't have one, but the week that my period was supposed to come, like the day, like kind of like in between the days that it was supposed to come, I did spot, like it was like one little spot of blood, like literally like one little spot of blood. And I think they called that implantation bleeding. So it's basically like, it kind of like serves as like, it came around the time that my period was supposed to come, but it wasn't my period. It was just like a spot of blood and that was it. So after that, I think I waited maybe about 2 weeks. It took me a while. I think it took me either like 2 or 3 weeks to finally muster up the courage to go get a pregnancy test. But when I did, I was indeed pregnant, okay? Yeah, your girl was pregnant. Now that I'm a little bit further along, I don't feel like I really experience these things as much anymore. Plus, I know I'm pregnant, so I take care of my body way differently than I did within the first weeks of not knowing that I was pregnant. So hopefully this helps somebody out who's like really unsure. I know everybody's experiences within their first weeks of not knowing if they're pregnant or not is different. But this was just my personal experience. If you guys enjoyed this video and you guys enjoy pregnancy videos, please give this video a big thumbs up. It really supports my channel and it's free. It's free 99. All you gotta do is click that like button. Plus, make sure that you subscribe to my channel so that way you don't miss any uploads that drop down here on the channel. Although I am in my 3rd trimester, I do want to go ahead and film a 1st trimester and 2nd trimester's video for you guys, because I feel like now I've kind of gone through both trimesters, so I can kind of give you guys that information and give you guys that advice and those tips. So if you guys have any questions or anything like that, you can drop those in the comments below. I also want to show you guys some of like my favorites during my 1st trimester to use while I was pregnant, and like my favorites to use or like cravings I had during my 2nd trimester, all of that good stuff. So those videos will be coming out soon. And I have a pregnancy Q&A video coming up next, because I had a bunch of you guys who follow me on Instagram ask me some questions. So definitely be on the lookout for that. I love my Instagram fam. I really do. You guys are dope. And again, if you're not interested in pregnancy videos, still feel free to let me know what are the types of videos you guys would like to see from me, because I know you guys love entrepreneur videos, the fashion and design videos. So I gotta get that stuff out for you guys before little baby Teeks get here. Other than that, I love you guys, and until next time, I will see you at the top. Peace.